Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be a update for the Throwing Shade project that I'm doing with Jessica and a bunch of other ladies. This is going up a little bit late because I didn't realise that it was supposed to be the first Thursday of every month rather than the 6th of every month. So what I'm going to do, I've never done one of these before, so I'm just going to do what feels best for me. And then if you don't like the format, let me know and we can change it and that kind of a thing. So what I'm going to do is I'll go through the categories that I picked last time from the spreadsheet. I'll tell you what shadows that I picked and show you them. And then I will insert clips of me using them. And then what we'll do is we'll put those ones away and draw 5 more colours. And then once those are drawn, we'll go through those shadows once they've been picked. Okay, I think that's the best plan for this. So I'm just going to grab the eyeshadows and go and explain to you what happened. So the first colour that I picked was 201 If I Were a Rich Man, which was a gold shade. And for that, I picked the Stila Kitten eyeshadow. And then there was New Kids on the Block, which is number 43. And for that, I picked one from my Inglot eyeshadows. And I picked this green one here. And then Groundhog Day. No, sorry, I'm getting myself mixed up. So Groundhog Day was Steela's Kitten because I had that. I have multiples of Steela Kitten. I have this one and I have one in a palette. And the Groundhog Day was like if you had multiples of the same shadow. So that's the one I picked for that one. New Kids on the Block was the Inglot eyeshadow. Gold shade then would have been this one, which is in the Sleek Vintage Romance palette. And I picked this gold shade here. And the last one was number 47, Gold Digger. And for that one, I picked from the Too Faced Stardust palette, this gold one here. Okay, and the last one, sorry, there was one more. The last one then was Clothes Horse, which is number 53, which was an eyeshadow that was clothing themed or coloured. So for that, I picked the Benefit Skinny Jeans Creaseless Cream eyeshadow. Okay, first things first. I did not use this because I opened it and it smelled really, really bad. It still smells bad. Kind of smells like if you leave laundry wet for too long, that kind of a smell. So I don't want to put that on my eyes. So this one is going in the trash. That one was easy. The next one then is the... So let's start from the top. So If I Were a Rich Man from the Sleek Vintage Romance palette. The thing just fell out of the palette. I got makeup, but there's nothing on my desk. That's weird. So this eyeshadow, this one, it was nice. It's really, really soft. And the colour is amazing. Like, it swatches really, really well. It's just that one there. I really enjoyed that eyeshadow. Really enjoyed that eyeshadow. I'll insert some looks. Well, so I say some looks. I did one look for each eyeshadow. I'll insert the pictures as I talk about the eyeshadows. So that was that one. The next one on the list then is New Kids on the Block, which was the Inglot. This one was, I don't know, I was ever so slightly disappointed with this one because I had to build up the colour quite a bit. And I've heard great things about Inglot eyeshadows, and it just wasn't like wasn't on par with what I'd heard about them. And that's the swatch there. And I mean, I wasn't light there, but the colour's just not, I mean, I know the lighting in here is appalling, but it's not the most pigmented eyeshadow I've ever used. So I'm a little bit disappointed, but I'll keep using it. It wasn't an unpleasant eyeshadow. It was just like you had to work a bit to get the pigment there. And this one then is Groundhog Day, a shadow colour in multiples, which is the Steeler Kitten. I got quite a big dip in that now, but I only used it once. So this shadow is so soft that it just breaks away. And this one, interestingly, didn't go on very well dry. So I dampened my brush, and it went on amazingly. And I was so happy with the result that I love that. So from now on, if I ever use that eyeshadow, I will use it wet because I loved the look that I got from it. And the last one is the Too Faced Stardust palette in Golden Nugget. And this one I did not like at all. This one I'm quite tempted to dig out of the palette, to be honest. But then, okay, let me explain why. So this one is just like a glitter ball. So, but there's so much, it's so dry that there is so much fallout that it doesn't last on your eyes. Like, you put it on and it's like, whoa, glitter. But then in like 10 minutes, it's like all down your cheeks because it's so dry and powdery. And to be honest, I didn't try it wet. But I shouldn't have to work with an eyeshadow. There are so many eyeshadows in my collection. I shouldn't have to work so hard with an eyeshadow. Like, if I put it on and it could do with a little bit of tweaking, that's fine. But if I put it on and it's absolute disaster, that's a no in my book. And this one for me was an absolute disaster. Just even putting my brush in, it's just so powdery. And some of the shadows in here I really, really like. And I've heard that the Too Faced, like these ones, the limited edition ones, the quality is not as good as it is in the main line. So I might try and see if, before I dig it out, see how the other ones are. And then if there's multiples that are like that, I won't bother digging it out. What I'll do is I'll use up the ones that I like in there, and then just throw the whole thing away, because I'm not going to sit there digging out 10 eyeshadows from a 12 eyeshadow palette. I might as well just use up the 2 and then the rest can go in the bin. So yeah, interesting about that one. So at least I'll have something to talk about in my next Stars and Strikes. Okay, so blank page in my booklet. Literally, all these pages are projects that I have going. It's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. And yet I keep accepting them. Thanks, Amanda. Okay, so for the next load of eyeshadows, I've got the spreadsheet up. So if I'm not looking at you, it's because I'm looking at that. It's up on my computer screen here. And I've got random.org there on my phone, which you can't see because of glare. So I'm just going to start generating numbers. Like last time, I will do only 5, just because I have so many items in projects that having 10, I just wouldn't be able to get through them all, and I want to be able to try them all. So the first number then is 147. Did I get that one before? I got 147 before, so I will do a different one. 217. Did I get that one before? No. Okay. 209. 50. 113. And 81. Okay, 217 then is Dynamic Duo, a duochrome eyeshadow. I'm just writing this down so I have it in my records. 209 is Almost Doesn't Count, which is a shade that is almost black, but not quite. Interesting. That's why what I love about this project is like I would never generally day to day pick out an almost black eyeshadow. Like 50. 50 is Pearl Gem, a pearl color or theme. 113. Soul Food, which is a shadow with food name. 81 is Blue Suede Shoes, any blue shade. Okay, so I'm going to pick my eyeshadows and I will be right back. Okay, so I have my eyeshadows here. So the first one then was Dynamic Duo, and that was a duochrome eyeshadow. And I looked everywhere in my collection and I could not find a true duochrome eyeshadow, which is like sacrilegious. I need to, at some point, acquire a duochrome eyeshadow. And the closest one I could find is in the Morphe 35O palette. And it is, oh, where are we? This shade here, which is kind of like it's like a really light orange, but it's got like a pink shift to it. You're not going to be able to pick that up on camera. There's no way. Like, what I'll do is I'll try and take a photo of it and then insert the photo if you can see the true colour shift. And that's it swatched on my arm there. And even on my arm it just looks like a standard orange. But I promise you it does have a shift to it. Oh, you can kind of see it now that I've... See that pinky? Yeah, so that's what it looks like throughout the shadow. So that's the closest to duochrome we're going to get. So I'm going to go with that one. I've used this eyeshadow before and I really enjoy that eyeshadow. So I'm looking forward to using that again. So the next one then is Almost Doesn't Count, which is an almost black. And for that I went with a shadow in the Sweet Peach palette. And it is in the shade Talk Derby to Me. And what it is, it's this shade here, and it's like a really, 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 really dark purple with purple shimmer in it, and like it looks black, but not quite. Like you can see the purple in it. But then when I swatch it on my arm, it's like black. So yeah, so that was the one I went with for that one. Like that fit the description perfectly. So Pearl Jam, which is a pearl shadow. And for that one, I'm going to go back to the Vegas Nay Too Faced Stardust palette. This one. And this time we're going to try the shade Pink Pearl, which is this one here. This one I've used before, and it's not as powdery as the golden one, but this one just really lacks in pigment. Like, severely lacks in pigment. And it's just by that. See, you can't even see it. Oh, you kind of can. So yeah, I'm going to work with that one there. Slowly try out all the shadows in here and then work out which ones I'm keeping and which ones I'm not. The next one was Soul Food, which is a food related item. So for that one I went with the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar. And I haven't decided which shadow I'm going to pick yet. I need to pick one now. Let's go with this one. That's in Bonbon, just there. Very clean finger. And it just looks like that. I need to stop doing that. Right, let's swatch it there. That's what it looks like swatched. So it's a really nice, like, light bronzy colour. And then the last one was the blue one. Blue suede shoes, which is any blue shade. And I'm going to keep this palette open because I'm going to choose the Blueberry Swirl blue one there. And that just looks like that. I've not used this palette yet. And that's what it looks like there. So looking forward to trying out those shadows. What I'll do is I'll take pictures of looks again and post them on my Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, you should be. I'll link the Instagram name tag thingy down below. So you can go ahead and do that if you want. Or you can wait for the next video and I will post them like I have done in this one. So that's everything for this video then, guys. I will see you in the next one. I have a ton of film. Oh my god. Let's try again. I have a ton of filming to do today, so I think I've got like 12 videos to film. It's ridiculous. So if you see this garb again, then that's why. I will catch you guys in the next one. Take care and see you soon. Bye.